That's a good video. Why is it hard for people to look in the mirror?
It's not hard for me to look in the mirror.
Oh, well,
I mean,
all right, just don't post this out there.
well, why is it hard?
No,
Tell me,
like, so
why is
think
it
about
hard?
that. It's a metaphor. Like, why is it hard to face your fears?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I took it literally. Why? Is it
I know.
hard?
That's
Okay,
why
so,
we're gonna
yeah,
keep
so
this so people can know the
looking
real
at-
Tom. No, I'm just kidding.
I am vain. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that.
Confident, vain.
Confident.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between confident and vanity. Why are people afraid to
Yeah.
look in the mirror?
I have been.
And well, because your worst critic is yourself,
Yeah.
and what you might think is it's like seeing a pimple on your face. You think it's like this big, but you think it's like a mountain. It's the
And
same
what you
thing
focus
with,
on, you get.
Exactly, which really takes us right into create your future
How can we create our future?
by focusing on what you want
How?
instead of and you focus on what you want instead of what you don't want really. Positive thoughts versus negative thoughts. What you put out into the universe, comes back to you. I mean, that's been in like 1,000 different books.
How has that affected your? Well, I guess the number one thing is, where does that mindset come from? Is it the book? I mean,
Well, yeah,
the library here,
it
but-
comes from a couple different things. It comes from the library of books you see here, as well as some courses that I've taken on personal development, as well as being in a very authentic and transparent and awesome relationship. So
there's a
case in point here.
multiplicity of factors.
The beginning of 2017, like in January, no kidding, in January of 2017, I was working for a company, and part of my compensation was going to Sandler classes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so,
Sandler training.
Yeah, so I'm Sandler trained as well. So in January, our Sandler trainer said, "What are your goals for this year?" And my very first goal was to buy a house.
Oh, okay.
And in that year, not only, well, I'm going to get to the house in a second, but this is last year. In that year, I left my employer, I started my own business, and I bought the house.
Nice. And that's creating the future of your mind.
We bought the house, not me, just like me and Michelle. So, but
You're one.
yes, we are. But I created that future, and I kept that thought in my head, and that's what you put out there comes back. Now, we've talked about this last week, that you have a decision when something happens, when you're faced with a challenge or whatever. Your hand,
Yeah.
me, car accidents, leaving injuries. You're faced with a decision. Do you want to dwell on your limitations, or do you want to create your future and make a difference? And you make your world instead of your world making you.
I'm gonna quit my job.
All right, see ya.